Sweat Equity Podcast and streaming show. Howdy toddy. I'm Law Smith. Sitting here with me is Eric Reginger. Giving that pragmatic entrepreneurial advice with dick jokes. That's our lane. That's our sweet spot, baby.
Yeah. We nail that
We're
area.
Number one podcast giving entrepreneurial, I can't say that word, advice and wiener jokes.
Yep.
We got that market cornered, bitch.
Yeah.
Like it's Hard Knocks. Like I got the number one in the depth chart. Hashtag girthy ROI, hashtag 69B2B, and hashtag sweat equity. If you want to help the podcast out, subscribe, rate, review, tell a friend, tell a loved one, tell your mom. We're great. Moms love us.
Moms love us.
They love us.
Especially our moms.
The last mom that came on the podcast loved us.
Yes.
Right? Alex Abel's mom.
Yep. But we got to have more moms on.
Hey, mom it up.
Mom.
All right? Moms love us. We are on iTunes, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Laughable app if you want to tag your favorite comedians. And then if we pop up on other podcasts, you'll get a little notification. You can watch us on YouTube, Facebook, Vimeo. We're sponsored by Grasshopper. Get that business phone line at trygrasshopper.com/sweat. Gets you $50 off. That's an eighth of weed for most of y'all.
Yep. Good weed, too.
Yeah, that's
Not
good
bad,
stuff.
you
Not
know.
the swag, not the regs.
Yeah.
The
Well,
good
you get
stuff.
half an ounce of swag for $50.
That came from Colorado or
Washed
Washington
up on
or
the
something.
shore, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's out there.
Trygrasshopper.com/sweat. Business phone line, scalable. You can get a vanity number if you want to try to make something funny in the 7 letters you can make.
420-6969 is taken.
Nice. For the 1-800 number, but your local number might be available.
Check it out. Maybe it's out there.
When you go to this link, trygrasshopper.com/sweat, it may give you a warning that it is not SSL secure.
Just blast on through it.
Go right past that, hit that advanced if you're on Google Chrome, and go right through it because
deal.
it's totally fine.
There's way worse websites out there.
And if you don't go that way through our link, you don't get the hookup. Holler if you hear me. The other hookup you got is gofreshbooks.com/sweat. Get your books getting fresh. That was terrible.
Keep your books fresh, y'all.
Yo, books are fresh, doggy. Gofreshbooks.com/sweat. What I've been saying on this podcast for the last couple weeks is the best thing about them is the direct deposit next day. QuickBooks doesn't have that. Neither does Xero.
Money now.
As
So
far
when you
as
get
those are the 3 big. FreshBooks is number 3, but soon to be number 1 on those charts because of that direct deposit. Cash flows are a big problem for independent contractors, for small businesses. Go freshbooks.com/sweat. Warby Parker, warbyparkertrial.com/sweat. Like Key Sweat, looking smooth in them glasses like it's 1990 and you're on a different world with those flip glasses. I bet they got those now.
Yeah.
Remember that guy? On
Oh,
a different
yeah.
world? I wanted those so bad.
Dwayne Wayne.
Yeah. I wish I went to warbyparkertrial.com/sweat to get that 5 pairs, try them on at your home, wherever. I did it at an office. I said, hey, everyone, what looks the best? And
Look
I
at
chose
me,
that.
look at me, everybody.
Yeah, I chose that one. Then I put my prescription in.
Like to make an announcement, everybody.
Don't get ripped off. You can get prescription glasses for $95.
Really good.
You might have to.
And they
loop
don't look
the
like
music.
jabroni glasses.
The Incremental, Eric's podcast, give him a little wellness.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, getting all up in there, holistic.
Definitely going to do another one of those soon.
He's very into Reiki now. He can't stop talking about it.
Right.
He loves it, and people who like Reiki are really cool.
Yeah, and I
They're
really
not
like
creepy ever.
getting up close to people and almost touching them, not actually touching them, put my hands all over their face, but not touching them, healing their auras. It's really fun.
He's very into crystals now,
Yeah,
guys.
so many crystals.
He's hiding them all right now because he thinks I'm going to steal them during
Well,
the
I've
podcast.
got to cross the border soon, so.
If you like college football, I do a podcast called 3XO, The Triple Option. That is up on iTunes and everything. Everything we are on. And Sweat Lodge Studio, sweatlodge.studio. You want some consulting advice to get your podcast going? You can hire us that way. We'll do a Zoom call. Or you're in the Tampa Bay area, we'll figure out how to do some production services for you.
We'll come to you.
Tokabaga, our digital agency. If you see that campfire logo on our video, that's Tokabaga's logo, TOCOBA.GA, for all your digital services needs, integrated marketing, integrated ops, Let's get this motherfucker started.
What about my sweat equity?
Woo!
Sweat equity. Sweat equity. My sweat equity. My sweat equity.
Sweat equity.
What about my sweat equity?
That's not bad. What is that? Like 3 minutes of just doing plugs straight up?
5.
5?
Yep.
All right.
You
I'll work
ran
on
out
it. I'll work on it.
You ran out of the copyrighted music.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
What is the copyrighted music at?
The NFL. Well, the length of it,
Yeah.
like 3:21, I think.
Steve Sable's dad did it,
Yeah.
right?
The voice of the NFL.
I was such a nerd. I'd watch all those NFL films growing up, like
Oh, dude.
just multiple times.
Best voice ever, maybe.
Yeah, and then but his
So
son
dramatic.
took over, right?
Yeah.
And now it's Leif Schreiber.
Oh, yeah, he does Hard Knocks.
Um,
That blows people's minds. You're like,
I
no,
know-
it's the
I
guy from Ray Donovan.
I know you've told me this. I still don't believe it.
I know.
He is Sabretooth and all
Yep.
the X-Men stuff, and you're like, that guy?
Yeah,
I
exactly.
don't want to live in that world.
Yeah, well, we do.
Okay,
Here we are.
here we are.
Liv Schreiber. Sounds like he's way better than he is.
You've got a hot news story
Oh,
thrown
yeah.
out there.
Which one you want to talk about?
You're,
You've got-
you've got the you're in like the AP. I don't know.
Oh, well, the one that I initially started telling you about was somebody used deep fake technology to clone a CEO's voice and got an underling to transfer $243,000 to their account over in Germany. I think the German accent is going Yes.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful language.
Yeah, so soothing.
Yeah.
Euler Hermes, fraud expert Rudiger Kirch.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Where's that from? You've been holding that back?
I'm like, what?
That you know German?
Oh, it's a German accent? Yeah.
Oh, really?
Do this all day.
Like the Mike Myers character?
Yeah, no, but mine's much more like foppish and kind of gay.
Foppish. So this is kind of getting scarier and scarier when we all, I don't know when you were introduced to the deep fake stuff. I think I remember like 3 years ago, there's some kind of thing Adobe put on and they're like, check out what we can do with video. And everyone's like, no.
What was it?
No.
I don't remember the 3 years ago. The only ones that I've seen that are like, whoa, is just when they got people like on Jimmy Kimmel Live and the face just changes when they're doing impressions or something.
Yeah.
And they'll just change the face and you barely even notice it happening. It's like the dude from Saturday Night Live did Denzel Washington. And it's so good that you like, oh, they changed his face too. You
Really?
notice. Yeah, it's crazy.
So 2016, I remember because Jordan Peele was hosting the event Adobe put on, and they did a voice manipulator, and you couldn't tell. Like I think they chopped out stuff from his show, or watch Jordan Peele use AI to make Barack Obama deliver a PSA. So like they use his impression of Obama.
Oh, really?
I guess
Why they probably don't need it?
Huh?
Why Obama should have enough stuff out there that they don't need to have an impression. They could just use Obama's voice.
Yeah, but I think he
think
goes
maybe.
out and does the video in like a green screen. I don't know. This is 3 years ago, so don't take my word for it. And I don't want to open it up because you're not listening to a podcast where we just open up sources because we didn't do pre-pro.
Right.
But I'm saying like it's scary how crazy that's gonna get.
Dude, it's kind of a big flagship situation because like this is going to keep happening.
Yeah. So how do you?
It's like I watched a video of the man tell me what to do, and it's like, oh, that was fake.
Oh man,
No, I've seen that guy before. That's not that. That was him.
there's a Nick Cage deep fake movie
All right,
compilation.
stay focused.
I might have to send this over to you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll watch it after.
Um,
No pants on.
I don't know. I'm gonna slack this over while we're doing this episode because look,
You
Nick
think it's going
Cage-
to be that good?
plus that's my doppelganger, man. Not the good Nick Cage though. Not
Yeah, Con Air Nick Cage.
Carefree Cage.
Right.
So this shit's scary because they say with porn. I don't like porn. But they say with porn, you're gonna be able to throw in any celebrity or whatever. And
Yeah,
that's just gonna-
celebrity. I'm sure that's what they'll use it for.
Well, I
Some
mean,
creeps.
yeah, but I mean, like a celebrity's
My
like,
landlord.
but I mean, like celebrity would be like adjacent, right?
Oh yeah.
And it's celebrity because you can bribe them, right? Hey, I've got this deep fake of you. Now maybe they
Oh.
know you did something, like you were banging it out with someone, right?
Mm-hmm.
But they don't have the video, and then they can just reenact the video with enough of your previous video
Yeah.
and voice,
Yeah. It's gonna be crazy. It's like
right?
digital pirates.
So how do you? I guess you're gonna have to embed stuff in the audio and video code
I mean,
to prevent it.
even if it's in there, I don't know how they're even doing it. Like I don't know what kind of software they're using to produce these things because
Yeah.
that's beyond my purview.
All I know is
I
the
know-
movie Face Off.
Final Cut doesn't do it, and I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna make this.
I mean, John Travolta was the bad guy, and then the bad guy Nick Cage was the good guy, and they once they switched faces,
The role of a lifetime.
yeah, went to prison.
It's got the funniest, like, sexy when he's checking out what's his face's wife. She's
Debbie Allen. What's the Allen?
She's got this like
Joan Allen.
yeah, well, whatever. She's,
Yeah.
she's got the most unsexy
Allen.
outfit on.
Oh,
She's
yeah.
like, it's like, oh yeah.
It's like
wait, what?
overalls, like
Right.
loose overalls.
Yeah, it's all loose. It's
And she's 6 foot, and then they do the thing. All I can remember is they did that weird thing that you're like, come on, where like they said I love you, but they put their hand over the face of the kid, like and like cascaded it down their face as an I love you.
right.
Like really,
Yeah.
this movie's called Face Off, and you guys were like, this might be on the nose.
You think so? No, they'll never pick up on it.
That it's scary.
I mean, dude, think about just the progression to get any sort of official something. It'll be to the point where you have to meet them in person. Hopefully,
you
the
get-
robots aren't that good yet, Westworld style. You know, we can still tell that apart. But like,
I
it'll
think
get
we're pretty far away from that. If you see Whitney Cummings' special, she has a robot.
oh
made of
yeah,
her.
right.
And I'm like,
Not even close.
I mean, we're getting there, but it's like,
Give it time.
yeah, but it's still like creepy as fuck.
Right. But I mean, for what I'm saying, it's like that is almost an issue now. It's already happening. $243,000 off of AI.
I'm wondering how that happened. So it's like, call the assistant. And you're like, it's a deep fake voice. It's like, all right, I need you to transfer over this money, and there's no safe word,
I mean,
like banana hammock or something, to know that it's real.
I'm trying
That
to.
only you and him know.
Yeah, I'm trying to do the. Yeah, but if you think it's
It's German, they're weird too.
if you think it's the CEO of your company, you're not gonna be like, I'm gonna need the password.
Yeah, fuck yeah, you are.
Obviously, they didn't. Obviously, they don't have the banana hammock password.
What kind of company is this?
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, God, I guess I gotta read the whole thing.
An escrow account.
People love when they Euler Hermes Group. Wait, that's the insurance company. They don't even say.
You just bowed out of this.
Well, they got.
I'm not gonna read it on the air.
Well, no, I don't think they have it in here. Obviously,
Hmm.
in an obvious area. I'm looking.
We have face recognition
I can read.
and a lot of other ways to do it. It's just interesting. I just wonder how this stuff happens. I think, like you and I can tell when a video is fake, deep fake. A lot of the time, I would say, right?
Oh yeah,
Right. It's got some chops.
yeah.
But I don't think a lot of older, like, they don't see that nuance, the older crowd.
Oh no, it's gonna be come election time. Look out! Look out what they're getting fed. Because I mean, think about that. All these politicians have so much video and stuff on them that they could always just build it from there.
Hey, I hope we get so big, one of our listeners, viewers, will put a deep fake of us.
Hey, it's out there.
Do whatever you want.
We've done enough.
We've said a lot of crazy shit,
Right.
word-wise,
Yeah.
and throw in some coach from Major League,
Yep.
Coach Lou Brown, if you want.
What?
But Two Bears, One Cave with Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer, they made supercuts of Bert saying the most racist stuff. It's so funny. So that
Good.
I love that podcast.
Can't wait for it to happen to us.
Yeah. What else you got going on? Anything?
What else is in the news?
What else is in the news today?
Just today.
Just like a comic that ran out of shit to talk about. On
Right.
stage.
You, sir, where are you from? You, ma'am,
what
across
was
the
I
table
gonna
from me.
talk about next?
Google had to pay a record $170 million fine to make changes to protect children's privacy on YouTube. They use kids' data to target them with ads. Of course.
What's wrong with that? I
Right.
guess you can't do it under 13, but it has to go through the parent. I just signed up for this because I don't want all these stupid Blippy, Coco Melon. My kids are obsessed with
they're not, but those
bad
aren't getting
nursery songs.
Yeah, but those aren't getting filtered out.
No, because I'm
those
too lazy
stay-
to like hop in and out on a TV my account, and so it's all just one.
Oh yeah. Well, you just need to bow out on your preferences.
Well, I was like, well, this YouTube Kids thing would be great, and just have a whole separate app, and I have it on my iPad, but I guess no bueno.
No, I mean that's definitely better. That keeps out all the creepy ones, but like
I don't think it solves the problem.
the problem with that thing is it's got all these intros and like it's like a 30-second like animation where it's like
the ads
my
don't.
kids ain't waiting for this.
As someone who places these ads, like I'm like, someone's wasting a lot of money. Like there's one that's like a CEO, Fortune 500 company. It's an interstitial ad. It'll be first off 4 minutes long. You're like, they'll skip through this in 5 seconds,
Right?
Fast, if they know what that is.
Yeah.
I have to do it. My kids just go, Dad, I need you.
Oh, dude.
I don't know this thing. I don't like it. Like it's just a guy talking about.
Oh, they'll get
Well,
there.
we're financially secure. We go into investment, and you're just like, oh shit, what is this?
Right.
Yeah.
Obviously their algorithm ain't up to snuff on that.
No, that's just bad placement, man. You know that. You've been on that side.
No, I'm talking about the people advertising. They're just not doing their business.
Right. Yeah. Unless they're trying to get to the parent, which was another thought I had.
So $170 million fine, $136 million goes to the FTC,
Oh, cool.
and
So
34
that'll
to
go
New
to
York.
something useful.
Right, that'll be used for maybe get a new private jet.
And it's weird that we make up the FTC and you can get fined by it, and I don't know what they do.
Oh yeah, they don't do shit. I mean, they're supposed to be preventing monopolies and making sure stuff doesn't get out of whack with Federal Trade Commission, right?
Well, so why do they
That's why it's so fucked up.
why do they regulate this kind of stuff? Right?
I mean,
I thought FCC was the one that does this.
this is the FTC,
Or maybe because it's ads.
right?
There's
Well, I mean,
transactional, a lot of money going through.
yeah. At the same
But
time,
FCC,
though,
I
they still
thought
have
would
money.
be that.
Yeah, they still have money going through it too. I don't know.
Well, FCC was the one I always I never understood. It's like, why are there Carlin's 7 words you can't say? Like,
Oh, dude,
that should be its own free market of like, look, NBC's not they're gonna have their own words that you can say and you can't say. It's all advertiser stuff.
Oh yeah.
Like when people are talking about all the social media stuff and the craziness going on there, why are they doing everything? Everything's just moved by advertisers and what they think the advertisers are going to do.
Right. And they just want it to be as vanilla as possible, baby. Let's make everybody happy. Or let's make nobody mad, I guess is probably
They want the
angle they take.
Their objective is the most amount of money possible. And whatever that means, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's how they're going to play it. That's why, like, you look at YouTube and it's like just a crazy model. It's out of their reach almost. How many users and what's the rate of people uploading video per minute?
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like an hour of video per minute is uploaded, something crazy like that.
But yeah,
or 100 hours.
Dude, it seems like they started YouTube and we're like, we don't know what's gonna happen with this, and then
Well, they
it's
definitely
like,
didn't. Google's like, we got it.
Yeah, I mean, the amount of ads that go out on YouTube every day is gonna, there's one on almost every video that somebody's gonna watch. But yeah, that's a huge number. How much YouTube video?
And look, if you want some advice on how to do a video ad, your first half second of the ad needs to be some kind of splinter cut, some kind of animation. I think that's like a cheat code I like to use. Is like something that grabs your attention, and really, literally like half a second.
Oh yeah,
Um,
that sounds really short, but half a second.
and that site Shaker without the E, SHAKR.com, Korean company, I believe. They make templates for video ads. So if you're having to do a bunch of video ads, like I'm going to have to do some for a couple projects, I might sign up for a month, do all the video ads I need to do for the next few months. But what they have that's great is the templates are set up. Some of them are set up to go, hey, this video ad template, we creative, all you have to do is drop a couple images in there, a couple videos in there, depending on what it is. And then depending on which one you choose, it'll go, oh, we can make this in every format you need, which is huge.
Yeah.
And you've been on the long end of that. Where you have to edit everything differently.
Sure. Well, I mean, like
it's
editing,
probably easier now, but
well, Shaker I use because it's not you can't always edit video that's in portrait style.
Yeah.
Aspect ratio.
I mean, you can get into After Effects. I've done it. I've done it After Effects, and what's the other one?
Final Cut.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've done it you can do it in Spark maybe, but like as far as having those little animations that catch your eye, that stop your thumb, as they say, I think that's what's really important. Something that has some movement early on, because you go, what's that?
Yeah.
Your monkey brain goes, oh, what is things moving?
Yeah, that slow fade in from black is not necessarily going to catch it.
The Ken Burns zoom in, not pumping it.
Yeah. So 1.3 billion people on YouTube, 300 hours of video uploaded every minute.
300 hours every minute?
Every minute.
If we were really high, I would be like, I don't even understand it, man.
I want to see these hard drives. Where are they keeping all this shit?
Iceland.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what's going on.
Somewhere
cool.
There.
Greenland. Maybe that's why we're trying to buy it.
Oh, the icebergs are melting.
So, because of the servers.
Right.
That's what you're
servers,
saying.
Man.
Right. And Bitcoin.
And then, and
Ethereum.
Bitcoin with it.
And cryptocurrency. Just keep saying hot words.
Yeah.
Cryptocurrency.
Yeah.
CBD oil.
Right. Yeah.
SEO. Just say all these tech terms with no follow up.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Podcasts.
Not following up.
And digital, So my thing with the video stuff, Animoto is another good resource if you only have it's like a poor man's Shaker, but I've used that before, and you can just slide still images in.
What's the difference between Animoto?
I think it's a lot cheaper. Shaker's pretty expensive, as I recall. It's like $99 for like the version everybody really wants.
Yeah, the only one that you can actually download the videos
per month without the branding watermark of them on it.
Shaker,
and you can use music too.
Yeah, I believe they require you to pay. There's no freebie anything on Shaker. You can build your video.
You can do one video at $49, or you can do like an unlimited amount at $99.
Oh yeah, okay.
And then you have more options, I think.
Right, but you're still paying.
Yeah. Well, if you're an agency, it makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Man, video editing for stuff like that just sucks, and really, you don't need to be super duper creative.
No, yeah, it's one of those things that they ask for maybe a picture, and if you have video, they'll let you drop video on some of them. But if you own your own business, it would be, and you're doing all your marketing yourself, try that. I mean, it's gonna do what you're gonna do is get a month and hammer it out, and then have that stuff and just dole it out later.
And here's a way I find promo coupon codes. I found it for Shaker one time, doing like 10 whole minutes. That's a lot of time looking for a promo code.
No Honey Dog?
They don't
Honey app?
The Honey, they don't allow Honey to know what's going on there. There's not a lot of people that need this service, I guess.
Right.
That are Honey shoppers too. I would say what I do is I go to Twitter, see if they're throwing promo codes out every now and again.
Yeah, that's one that people don't think about all the time.
Because you can't, when you search, it won't pull up Twitter stuff.
Yeah.
Like in the top results.
Yeah.
So if you go to Twitter, then search like Shaker and whatever you got to make sure what they call it too. Sometimes it's promo, sometimes it's coupon, sometimes it's discount.
Yep.
That matters
Offer
because
code.
that's the only way you're going to find. Yeah, that's the only way you're going to find it through social media. And sometimes you'll get it in the replies. They're like, "Sorry, we messed up. Here's a promo code."
Yeah.
Or someone, I think with Shaker, I found an event in like Houston or something like that where they're like, anybody at this event gets 15% off or something like that, or a month off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, that could be worth $100, you know? That's
no. Look, if you're in doing this stuff, it's well worth it, especially if you try to field it out. You're going to spend way more than that. And like any Dumbo can drop, whatever still photos in there.
Yeah, didn't you got a lot of that from like Product Hunt, didn't you? Didn't that have a lot of good promo codes and like
they had their own deal. Like they made their own Splinter site off of Product Hunt, and then I don't think it's around anymore.
Oh.
They got too cool. I'm trying to look up other alternatives while we're on this topic. Powtoon, Powtoon, Video Scribe. I'm trying to see the ones I've heard of. Video Bolt, Flix. These are all kind of freemium versions. And if you have Adobe, you can use Rush is a good editor, simplified editor on mobile and iPad or tablet, I should say. And then the other one is they have Spark Post, which they keep improving on.
Yeah, those are like if you want to do it quick, like you have the video, you're on site somewhere. Okay, I can throw this in there now and have it out today. Yeah,
for social, good. A lot of that is you can drop stuff into clips, which I love. I just like the live titles. I can't find that on any other app.
Yeah, that's true. It's weird that nobody else has done that.
Because that was their answer to Snapchat.
Yeah,
Apple's answer at least.
I've tried Spark and some of the ones that are stripped down, and I couldn't get into it. It was too simplified. I mean, just like when I want to edit something, I want to be able to edit every part of it.
That's fair. That's like your specialty.
Yeah, and it's just, it works. I mean, most people would love it, but if you're really into editing video, I wouldn't waste too much time with it.
Yeah, if you're doing something that's on a TV, that's going to be different kind of editing.
Right.
We've talked about that with this show, how we want to do it. I'm trying to push us live, but it's 720p if we go live. So we got to figure out a workaround, and then it became the 400th most important thing in my docket.
Exactly. Right.
We'll figure it out. I think we'll make some moves, some other moves that are going to make us do some other, some
moves. We might have some moves coming.
I'd say.
Yeah.
And so
or regular structure.
Yeah, but I'm saying I think sometimes you got to make if there's a big change coming, sometimes that helps get those little things. You get invigorated to rehash those.
For sure.
At least I do. I don't know.
Use it as a time to reevaluate.
Right. A brand new beginning of sorts. Yeah. I've been reading. What time? How much time?
We got a little bit of time. 5 minutes.
I've been reading a book that I think you'll like. It's a Michael Lewis book. You ever read his stuff?
Olympic champion?
He read.
I know. I was doing a Carl Lewis joke.
Carl Lewis? Yeah. Or you just have dad memory?
No.
You thought it was...
I didn't know. Michael Lewis, I don't know.
Did Moneyball, did The Blind Side, Liar's Poker, his Wall Street book, The Big Short.
Okay.
Yeah. He's one of my...
Fairly successful.
Maybe my favorite author because he's able to take super duper complex shit like The Big Short and like condense it into a very entertaining. And I feel like I understand kind of what happened a lot more.
Yeah.
The movie's really good.
Did the movie help?
Yeah, the movie was great too. The movie was it had some I like the way they did it where they just went direct to camera, those scenes.
Yeah, I only saw it once actually. I remember it being good, but that was probably a good one to go back just educationally and watch.
And that thing should have been a series, honestly, and it probably came out a little too early. I think now if they redid it like Adam McKay style, I feel like that would have been a badass series because like it is wildly interesting. The characters he develops in that is really cool.
Didn't Adam McKay direct The Big Short?
That's what I'm saying. Like I feel like that story could have been broken up into like 6 parts
Yeah.
or 6 hours.
Well, it's weird. I was just gonna say, have you seen Succession?
No, I
on
want to. I
HBO.
need your HBO pass. for
Right.
again.
Yes, I'll write it down for you. But Adam McKay and Will Ferrell, they're executive producers on that.
Uh-huh.
It's the worst marketed show you'll ever see.
I hear the Ringer talk about it. The Ringer podcast. They all love Succession.
It's a great show. I saw the previews. Where I was like, well, I don't need to watch another show about rich assholes doing stupid shit
I
with their money.
know. I
I'm
think
like,
it looks like
fuck.
Billions too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Because Billions really left a bad taste in my mouth. That show was so dumb.
Because
But
yeah,
but Succession,
part of it's good, part of it's bad.
I gave it like one. I was like, I can't. But
You just
Succession,
didn't like the PP.
I don't remember
It's
what
like
I
the
hated.
first seed.
Is it?
Yeah.
I don't remember, but I
He's
just
like
really,
getting whipped and stuff.
yeah,
Paul
trying
Giamatti.
too hard. It's Succession,
Pig vomit.
good. Like they should have marketed it as a comedy
Mm-hmm.
because it's really funny, and they stuck to the like dramatic family things, and it's like, well,
Yeah,
that's
the
not,
thumbnail looks like a boardroom, but the family's in there.
Right,
And I was
and
like, is it succession planning? Is that what it's short for?
well,
Are they handing off a business to another generation?
right,
That's what I studied in undergrad.
yes, you know,
Entrepreneurship and family business management.
it's basically like Rupert Murdoch family idea. Like he owns a bunch of media outlets, and then they're trying to figure out who's going to
That
take over.
that is, I find that wildly interesting because I know it's almost impossible to do it in a fair way.
Right.
Newsflash, asshole!
It's
Like Warren Buffett's gotten a lot of flack for how he's treating his fortune to the family, the extended family, and everything. And he's like, I'm not giving them anything.
Yeah.
And which I think is the right move almost because
Yeah.
it's when shit comes easy to you, be it sports or you're just loaded, right?
Right.
Or you just get money for not really doing the work you should, like, not, you're getting paid way more than you should
Right.
for something.
Or just had like knowing that when you turn whatever age, you're gonna get this fuck ton of money, and it's like,
The golden parachute, yeah.
I mean,
you always have that backup.
right. I always do the mind exercise of it, and just be like, I would probably quit doing a lot of fucking shit. Like, I'd
Yeah, you
be-
would just be legging it out.
right. It'd just be like, run out the clock, baby.
So he gets a lot of unfair shit about that, and I think that is I think those big endowments that are given to the next children next in line. If you look at I think it's 3 generations of that kind of wealth, and it goes away.
Yeah.
Like
I mean,
it doesn't last longer than that or something like
Right.
that. Something crazy.
yeah, unless they're breeding their children to learn how to keep this insane growth going.
Well,
And
yeah,
then they're just
obviously
bought
it
into
would
the
get
same
split
thing.
up like plots of land back in the day.
Yeah, that too.
But I'm saying like there's something after the 3rd generation, like almost all of them, like winning the lottery is like the worst thing ever.
Oh yeah,
My
they
friend
all go
Carrie
broke.
produced all the E True Hollywood stories. I think it was under E True Hollywood story,
Mhm.
but she told me the one about she had to do on the lottery. She's like, it was the biggest bummer I've ever had.
Yeah, man.
It was so, she was like, it was so
Crazy.
sad.
People come out of the woodwork, soak you dry.
And no, it's
Soak you dry,
there's
that makes no sense.
that, but it's also like you just don't know what to do.
Yeah.
It's that broke thing from
Yeah.
God damn it, from Raconteur,
I don't
Billy
know.
Corbin.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna come on this podcast.
What?
I think that's it.
Yep, I think we're good.
Billy Corbin next.
What about
On
my
this
sweat
podcast?
equity?
Next episode.
We're gonna get him.
Sweat equity.
Cocaine Cowboys director.
Sweat equity. My sweat equity.
Sweatequitybot.com.
My sweat equity.
Holla, holla, holla.
Sweat equity.
What about my sweat equity?
Oh.